Hello, this is part 3, which is dealing Matthew Coates guitar lesson 16, part 3, okay? Now, what we've been looking at with the grade 1 London College of Music now, so this is for acoustic guitar, we've been looking at Rhythm Study 1, alright, which I will be fair, and I will get my plectrum. Not that it's the done thing on a classical guitar, but we found out we had an E7 chord, we had a G, we had an A, we had an A7, we had a C, back to G, we had a B7, a B7 again, then you'd repeat it round again, finishing on E7. And here's the rhythm, down, down, up, down, down. So we had... So you've got to think minimum movement, as I say. So E7, look at that little boxer stance there, please, with your legs. Going across to a smaller stance, add that for G. Now look here what we got. We've got minimum movement, so straight away there's A, all in a row. Then for A7, get rid of that, step up, okay? Then of course, keep that as a pivot joint, so you're going from the A7, to the C. After the C, it's good news because we've got G, okay. Then we've got a B7. Now look at these two fingers here. They're going from that, right? And then they're going to go to that to create B7. Little triangle, and if you can, get the little finger across. And of course, B7 to E is that. Okay, then we move to the piece that we've been looking at. I know there's the scales, yes, but it's the A natural minor scale. So we've got the, and I emphasise practicing down and up picking, down, up, down, up. Now you can be posh and go, and so on. You go up and down the scale. I'm whizzing through this, right? Okay, so after that, the main tune we've been looking at is Surfing Cowboys, right? Now, it uses a technique in here, all right? And it basically, we've got some muted notes, right? So it's, as I've said, I've actually got this in Matthew Coates' guitar lesson. It was before the Christmas ones. It was when we were still in and out of lockdowns, in and out of school closures, all of that. It was the new term, it was the autumn term. And what I did was I put some lessons on that when we were in school, when we got that term. Wow, what a gift. We got that September to December actually live lessons, which was brilliant. And I decided to put on my YouTube video, Matthew Coates Guitar Lessons, and I remember saying to everybody, look, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a bit of a ukulele one at 15, which was just a fill-in lesson for somebody. Anyway, Surfing Cowboys, here we go there. Then that would repeat, and then you go back to F13. Whoops. Yeah, I actually had somebody look into this tune, and they got it on YouTube. Similar, because a lot of the pieces can be taken. So that's the grade 1. That's that one we've been looking at. Okay. So grade 2, which I've got some good students working on this. grade 2, we've been looking at 3 areas. We've been looking at the A Dorian scale. Whoops. Whoops, too many notes there. But again, down and up picking. And we remember that when we get up to here, it sounds like that series of, oh, what was it again? Oh, it was great, man. Oh, opening a book or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's got that, yeah, what was it called? Jack Black was in the remake of it. Anyway, you'll know what I mean. That suspense sound. Anyway, there's the A Dorian scale. We've done Rhythm Study 1. And we've had a bit of a laugh with that because it's down, 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 up. So it's 1, 1, 2, and a 3, and 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down. Whoops. Come on, Matthew. There. You can tell I'm familiar with my fingers. But to be fair, I have to use the plec, which is taking place of index and middle. So there you go. So Rhythm Study 1. So down, 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 up, down, up, down. Again, minimum movement. We've got the G major. We've got that running into the A minor 7. So there's like a little sort of little crossover there of that one, and then it does that. Then we've got the C, nice change to C, just add. D major, that's alright. A minor 7, that's okay. Step over, E minor 7, step back. It's like a dance, it really is. You've got the C major, and then look at this. The hey, D7, and then finally a little bit of a jump to there. So it's, you know, I often think of my fingers like dance moves, like feet, you see. Right, now the third part has been the shuffle and blues there. Okay, we've got the shuffle and blues. Okay, now the shuffle and blues, now it was one of my pupils, and well done to it, for spotting the rhythm. Always look at your metronome marking at the top. It says crotchet equals 104. But then it has 2 quavers equal a crotchet and a quaver. So it's like a little triplet rhythm. Triplet. So you've got this. So you go. Climb. And a nice chord at the end. Yeah, yeah, at the end. Anyway, you get the idea. So that's been good. And we've even made a start on Topia. Alright, so. Oh, this one, there's a technique. Whoa, steady on, Matthew. Good guitar. So we've got. Yeah, anyway, there's an idea. So it's that, it's that little bit of just stop. So there's actually glossary with performance notes, and you just sort of, it's just like a percussive effect really. In fact, it could even be this, it's this as well. Hang on, come on. Yeah, anyway, we can look at that properly in the lesson. And that's good, that. I'm just looking here. There's another part as well. Anyway, that's the grade 2. So it just gives a few little guidelines, that's all. This isn't meant to be fancy at the end of the day, you know. So let's just look at it as it is. Okay, now finally, let's not leave the London College of Music out of this part 3. Part 1, as you remember, was on about the exam structure, Trinity London College, and LCM. Then part 2 was dealing with the classical grades, and part 3 has been dealing with the acoustic grades 1 and 2. Incidentally, grade 5s, they know what they're doing. Some are thinking about going on to grade 6, so obviously by all means get that book. And then of course we've got ukulele. That's right, we've got the ukulele. So the ukulele, right, I'm going to pick this little fella up. Yep, very cute. Here we go. That's it, that's okay. Right, so the first rhythm, I'm actually just going to do that because the plectrum just gets in the way. Right, so basically rhythm study 1, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So you've got down, down, up, down, up, down. Here we go. Let's get my head on for ukulele. So down, down, up, down, up, down. Notice some good moves there. G, right, slide down, and then step. What was I calling it again? I had a little thing for this. Step back and stack. That's right. Step back and stack. So I'm starting there. I step back and I stack. That's right. Yeah, it just seems as though it loans itself to that sort of accent. No disrespects to Londonese and that. Just a bit of fun. Right, okay, so we've got that. Then from the D, the A minor, easy. Then the C, easy. Now C, step over. And then you've got, that was what I was saying as well for the G. Third finger on G, 1 on a D, and 2 on a B. Ha ha! That's right. Okay, so you've got that. Then you've got D back again. Then the C's, then the G. So that's not too bad. Then, of course, good old bear dance. You would repeat, but I'm going to go straight on. Bit of musicality. Yeah, okay, so you get the idea. So what we've been doing is, and a few of you have really got to grips with it, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. So you've got to get that da 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 da. D, E, F, E, D, D, E, D, C, D. So it's that little 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So, you know, so you've just got to get used to that rhythm. But perhaps if you play it along to me out of this Matthew Coates guitar lesson 16 part 3 with the ukulele, you will get that. And of course it's based around the D scale as well. So by playing over that a few times, it'll help. Okay, so there's that one there. And I'm just thinking as well, I know some of you have decided on possibly Daisy Bell, but we'll come to that within the lesson. So that's the grade 1 Ukos. Now then, let's now finish this Matthew Coates Guitar Lesson 16 by just going over the grade 3 ukulele pieces. Now we've got the rhythm study, so fair enough, we're okay. Now we came across a couple of new chords in this. We had F minor. Now look at that F minor. This has presented a little few problems. You've got your first finger on the first string. Notice the ukulele other way around from guitar. First string, first fret, okay. Now that's a G, so it's a G sharp, okay. Then we've got this on an F, which obviously this is an E string, so that's F, first fret. And then we're reaching up to good old C. Now some of you might think, why can't I do that? But look what happens. Because of the design of our hands, these tend to knit together, right? So look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use that 4th finger, right? And there it is. Very suspenseful. Then we've got a bar that goes from a C to an E minor 7. Now this is E minor 7. Look at that. See? So it's similar, isn't it? It's a bit like, right? If you had these tyres that you were stepping in. So we've got this one here, stepping down and over to this one here. Alright? So basically, that's what's happening with that. So, we've got this. See? Like that. Now there's a G7 in there as well. So it's a butterfly's wings effect from the, right? So there's some good linking going on here. Good linking. Alright, okay, I'll play it. So it's... C7, Matthew. F minor. Obviously, you can get that effect with your, with your plectrum and that. Yeah, now some of you, I'll be asking you, did you watch my videos, right? Because I have mentioned them to you, obviously with parents' permission. But when I see you next week, when we get back on with lessons after half term, most of you, I'll be saying, what did I do wrong in that rhythm? I know I did something wrong, but I'm not going to say. So there you go. Little bit of quiz. Now, lovely as moonlight, gorgeous. So we've got this. E minor. Okay, now obviously it repeats. Now what happens there is we've got lots of scope for musicality. Those of you that are actually going to use this for the exam, incidentally the grade 1 as well, both these books are going to be used for my candidates doing their grades 1 and 3 ukulele for the London College of Music exams, which again seems simpler than the Trinity College, just in the way it's laid out, as I was saying in part 1. But anyway, lovely as moonlight, yeah, okay, so you've got that. But the important thing is to let that ring. Don't go and kill it. What you want to do, see, it's running underneath, and that's why the fingers are important, especially that one. See how it's running, it's doesn't lose it, it's held on. See? And round again. Then this bit, and then look at that, A minor with a C on it. Then you lift that off for lower G, then F. Now look at that, there's an F, right, with a doubled up C. Alright, so that C's there, but they still want that to ring on. So it's important that you don't say, oh, I'll let that go and do that. The last line, E minor, diagonal. We had it when we did the All I Want for Christmas. No, Senorita. Yeah, that one there, okay? So here we go. So we've got E minor. Oh, come on, Matthew. See, and then we got. Now look at that. So I just let just let that go. Oh. Yeah, at the end. So it's basically just giving you an idea. Now, choices within the exam. There's about, 3 or 4 bullets that will be mentioned in the when you're applying for the exam. As I say, I don't think I've had anybody get back to me with any problems yet from the LCM. Yet. We'll see. But basically, instead of doing obviously you can't do the accompaniment because there's nobody. There'll be with it being a recorded exam, but instead of doing the technical part, where you can opt to do another piece. Now some people have done Whale of a Time, so it's 6/8 this, so it's 1 2 3. 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Whoops. I went into a blues mode there, and then it does this. Oops. There. Anyway, it gives you an idea. This is all this is about. Now, the Athol, I think that's how you say it, Highlanders, a Scottish jig. I noticed Music Works had, I mentioned no names, but had put Irish pieces on the keyboard. So I was mentioning that obviously we've got grade 5, we've got Dooley's Reel, we've got this, the Athol Highlanders, we've got A Whale of a Time, all these sort of folky pieces that come away, and blues and that within the other grades as well. So this goes like this, look. So we've got, here we go. Whoops. And then you go back to the beginning. But notice all of this. And notice a lot of it's second position, because after a D major scale, we had D minor before. This is D major. See, second position. So if you can play through that scale, you'll be able to handle this. Anyway, I'm going to conclude that part 3 of Matthew Coates Guitar Lesson 16. I hope that's been of help. I did mention it in this last half term's online lessons to most people that I'd be doing this week. So I hope that's been a benefit. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope that goes okay. Okay, bye there.